In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to bring in remote guests using Omnistream. And of course, we're gonna be using the dashboard. This is gonna be super useful if you're doing remote interviews. Let's say maybe you're covering news or any type of broadcast where you need to have someone come in as a guest to be able to contribute to your show. So let's not take much time. Let's get right into it. What's going on, guys? Sam with Omnistream here. So this is a new feature and it's actually going to be a game changer. So it's super exciting and I'm gonna show you how it works in this video. Before we get started, I have few points that I wanted to mention. The first point is the fact that this feature is actually available only for corporate licenses. Number two, corporate license gets 10 trial guest invitations. So if you log into your account for the first time, if you have never used this feature, you're gonna get 10 trial guest invitations available for you. Number three, the guest creation process happens only through the dashboard. However, when you send the guest invitation, of course, which is gonna be generated from the dashboard, you're gonna be able to send it to someone using a cell phone and of course with Omnistream application. And another point to consider, you can only have a maximum of 3 guests at the same time that you can actually invite. However, if you have many guest invitations available, of course, you can still invite many more guests later on. It's just in the moment, you can only have 3 guests at the same time. The last point I wanted to mention, considering on the guest side, of course, this feature is gonna be available for either new users or people who are already using Omnistream or who have downloaded Omnistream before. It's just the way we send the link. When you send the invitation link, it's a smart link that will allow you, if you don't have Omnistream application installed on your phone, it will actually take you to Google Play and it will allow you to actually download, or it will kind of guide you to download the Omnistream application. If you already have the Omnistream application, it's got the smart link. Again, it's just gonna go ahead and open your Omnistream application that's already installed on your mobile phone. That's on the guest side. So with that out of the way, of course, I'm gonna show you how everything works. Let's go ahead and actually get started. So as you can see, I have my dashboard open right now, and as you can see, we have this new button here that says invite guests. And as you can see, I have 91 over 100. Is because I have already used my other 9 guest invitations kind of were available for me. Okay, however, as I said, for the first time, you're gonna have 10 trial guest invitations, and after that, you're gonna be able to actually purchase more guest invitations through Omnistream website. The first thing, of course, we're gonna go ahead and click invite guest on this button here, and it's gonna ask us to enter the guest details. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be playing the guest today, and I'm gonna be the host at the same time. So I'm just saying my first name is gonna be Sam. Last name, I'm just gonna say Omni, just for the purpose of this video. It's not my last name, of course. And then you have an optional email address. So if you have the guest email address, you're gonna be able to enter that's optional. But you also have an option to enter the mobile phone for your guests. So we're gonna go ahead and actually use my phone number, because this is gonna be what Omnistream is gonna use to be able to send a text message. Of course, I'm gonna show you that in a minute, to our guests. Okay, so I'm gonna enter my phone number. Okay, so once you're done entering the guest details, we're gonna go ahead and click next. So once you get here, as you can see, we're gonna get more options to enter the stream settings for the guest. So as you can see, we're kind of controlling the settings for the guest. So the first thing is gonna be the camera source, and for this feature, actually, we only allow the internal and the back camera on the phone. And of course, you're gonna go ahead and choose which one. Again, for me, I'm gonna go ahead and choose the back one because it's higher quality for the phone that I'm actually using. And then resolution, you're gonna go ahead and choose either you wanna do full HD, 720p, or standard. So we're gonna go ahead and actually choose 720 full HD, 1920 by 1080. And then for the bitrate, I'm gonna actually put it at 4 megabits per second. And then you have the option to choose the codec. If you want to go with H.264, you can go ahead and use that. If you want to use H.265, you can actually choose that. Again, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be using H.264. And then for profile, you have options to choose between live, average, and best quality. I'm going to go ahead and choose best quality. And then stream orientation, you can choose if you want to use landscape or portrait. So we're going to go ahead and actually choose landscape for now. And then here, you have an option to attach it to output. Okay, so this is crucial. Now, if you click none, which is going to be what I'm going to be doing. So what's going to happen is a new output will be actually created called guest. Okay, that's going to be attached to the guest. But if you want, you can actually choose to attach the feed that's going to be coming in to either output 1 or output 2 or to whatever output that you want. Okay, and this is going to be useful if you wanted, let's say, to send the guest feed into something like an SDI out using Omnistream recipient. Again, if you don't know how Omnistream recipient works, I'm gonna leave a link down below showing you how that works. Actually, if you wanted to send this feed through SDI out, it would actually be possible, and it would be a good idea to attach it to maybe to one of the outputs. Okay, other than that, we have auto start stream. So basically, this is an option for you. So when the guest click to the invitation link, so basically as soon as Omnistream application is downloaded or it's open, it's gonna start streaming right away. They don't have to click the go live button. Okay, if you choose false, that means the guest will have to manually click the the button for them in order for them to send you the signal or to start live streaming. So for me, I'm gonna leave it on true. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and click next. Now, this step, you can actually skip it if you want, because you can still configure the export configuration afterwards. Okay. However, you have that option to do it now or to do it later. For me, for the purpose of this video, we're gonna do it now. And as you can see, you have many ways of actually getting the signal from the guest. You can either go with live Omni SRT or choose live Omni RTMP, or go with custom RTMP or SRT caller or SRT listener. So for now, I'm gonna go with, for the sake of this video, we're gonna go with SRT listener. Again, as you can see, you have the skip button, so you can choose to skip this step if you want and actually configure everything afterwards for the export configuration. Other than that, if you decide to go, you can just choose one of the options here, which is going to be what we're going to be doing, and then click next. So as we get to this step, as you can see, it says your guest is ready to be invited and the link is being created. Okay, and as you can see, we have an option to send by SMS, okay, or text message. We have an option to send by using WhatsApp. We have an option to send using Telegram, and we have an option to send using an email. We also have this option to copy the link, and you're gonna be able to send it manually to the guest. Okay, so for us, we're gonna go ahead and actually try sending with text message. Again, you have all these options available for you, and all you gotta do is just gonna click there, and as you can see, it says SMS sent successfully. All right, so once you're done, you gotta do, we're gonna go ahead and click done. And another thing is, as you can see, as soon as we're done, we have this guest feed coming in. Okay, and on the top of that, we also have a new output that was actually created that's associated to the feed coming in from our guest. Okay, so this is important to know. Why? Because we did not attach it to any of other outputs. Also, another thing that I wanted to show you, if you go to this feed that was actually created for the guest, if I go here, as you can see, we have these kind of buttons here, okay, or icons. The first one is to kind of modify. If you wanted to modify, let's say you want to rename, you can go ahead and actually rename that. Okay, another thing, you can also go ahead and delete if you don't need it anymore. Also, you can go to this share kind of icon. If I click to it, as you can see, it takes me back to the sharing options, okay, where I can still again send an SMS or get the link, or you know, like send by email, Telegram, or WhatsApp. Okay, so I wanted you guys to see that. So the next thing, we're gonna go to my cell phone and check out the link that we received, assuming I was the guest using that device. So right now I have my phone open. I'm gonna go to text messages, and as you can see, we have a message from Omnistream. So I'm gonna go ahead and click OK, open the message. And as you can see, the message says, "Hello, Sam. You are invited as a guest of Omnistream to go live. Please use the link below to download and install the Omnistream app." So this is what your guest is gonna receive really. And all they gotta do is to go ahead and actually click to the link. Okay, and as you can see, it's gonna take us to Google Play, and this is where we're gonna go ahead and actually install the Omnistream application. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually click to it. So right now Omnistream application is installed, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it. And then as you can see, it's gonna ask me to give all the permissions. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually choose while using the app, give all the permissions that I need to give to the application. Again, these are things that, you know, for your audio, camera, and everything, the guests have to agree to be able to allow Omnistream application to actually use their device. So as you can see, as soon as we allow everything, we are able to actually the guest, I mean, assuming that was the guest, they are able to download the application. And as soon as the application is installed and all the permissions are actually allowed, Omnistream application is able to start live streaming right away. As you can see, I'm live streaming right now, and we are live streaming at 4 megabits per second, which is what we set up back in the dashboard. And we are live, of course, using SRT, no problem. So the feed now is actually being sent back to dashboard for broadcast. So another point, guys, if Omnistream was already installed on my device, I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. So basically, as soon as the guest clicks to the link that they got on text message or the invitation link, what's gonna happen, the Omnistream application already installed on the phone will be opened instead of going to Google Play, because it's already installed on the device. And the only thing they're gonna receive a little message just to allow them to kind of log them out, because you may be, or they may be, logged into another Omnistream session. So the guest has to give a permission to the new Omnistream invitation kind of thing to be able to log them out on the other account and be able to join as a guest. So the message is gonna say, "Guest is trying to log in. Would you like to allow the guest to log in?" And all you gotta do is click yes, and they're gonna be able to log in, no problem, as a guest. Okay guys, so we are back in the dashboard here, and as you can see, we have a feed coming, of course, from the guest. And as you can see, everything is there. We're still streaming at 4 megabits per second, and we're using SRT. And of course, this is just a preview. And if I go here, just make sure this is selected, and I go to export, okay, and I go to export list here. As you can see, we have all the SRT information that we're gonna take that into. You can take that to vMix or to OBS or any other broadcasting software that can take SRT. However, for the purpose of this video, we're gonna be doing the demo in OBS. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and open OBS. So as you can see, I have OBS open right now, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna open create a new scene, and I'm gonna call it Omnistream guest. I'm gonna go ahead and click OK, and under this scene, I'm gonna go ahead and click the plus sign, and we're gonna bring in a new media source. We're gonna add a new media source, and then we're gonna call it Omni guest. Again, you can call it whatever you want. I'm gonna hit OK, and I'm gonna check local file, uncheck local file, and also I'm gonna uncheck restart playback when source becomes active. And then what I need to do is basically I'm gonna go back to dashboard here, and I'm gonna go here where it says SRT listener, and I'm gonna go to this copy full export URL. I'm gonna go ahead and click to that, and then I'm gonna go here, click where it says OBS or vMix, and then I'm gonna go back to OBS, and I'm gonna go to input, and I'm gonna click paste, or right click and paste the information that we got there. And I'm gonna go ahead and click OK. Okay, and as soon as I click OK, as you can see, we have a signal coming into OBS, no problem. Okay, which is awesome. So as you can see, we also have audio coming in, no problem. So another thing you can do if you want to spice it up a little bit, you can go ahead and right click to this source here and then go to copy. And then I can go to this scene right here where I have like some overlays in OBS. Again, this is gonna be if you want to do the whole thing in OBS. I can go ahead and actually paste this link right here. So I can go ahead and right click and then hit paste reference. Okay, and then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have this underneath a little bit, so behind, and then I can go ahead and actually resize it just to make sure it fits in here. So if you're having a guest on your stream in OBS, it would be something like this. Okay, and I can also crop it just to make sure it fits within the canvas. And as you can see, it will look like this if I was actually a guest on someone's show, and I'll be able to talk no problem. And of course, the sound is coming in, and then I can actually have a conversation, which is awesome. Another thing that I wanted to mention in the dashboard here, because remember, this is a guest. So if you're having a guest on the show, you want to make sure you can actually hear the audio. If it's a reporter, you want to make sure they can you actually have some sort of two-way communication. So the best way to do that, you want to make sure you use the feature called IFB. Again, I'm gonna leave a link down below to the dashboard, Omnistream dashboard, the video where you can see how IFB and all the good stuff in Omnistream dashboard work. However, you can use IFB here, which is gonna allow you to route any audio, so you can get any audio kind of connected to the computer that's running Omnistream dashboard, and you're gonna be able to pick any microphone. You're gonna be able to pick any microphone or audio source connected to the computer, and then kind of route that to the guests, so they're gonna be able to hear either you giving instructions or you actually somebody's interviewing them, so you're gonna be able to hear the person, so you can actually pick any audio source through this feature called IFB here. So basically, once you have the the microphone source you want to send, let's say I was to choose this one or any other microphone for that matter, okay, connected, all you gotta do is you're gonna go here and actually click this microphone icon here. Again, let me see if I have a microphone that's working. Again, this one is being used by another application, but what happens is, if it wasn't being used by another application, you go here, you click to this microphone, and you're gonna be able to talk to the guest or whoever is actually talking through that audio source. They're gonna be able to talk to the guest, and of course you can hear what the guest is saying either through OBS. You can just go to, I'll give you an example. If I go here to Omni, if you want, I can go to advanced properties and I can choose monitor on and off. So if I go here, Omni, and then click monitor and output, I'll be able to hear the audio coming through the SRT signal coming from the guest, which is awesome. So this is how you can actually get kind of two-way communication between the guest and the person interviewing. Pretty simple, and it's just a matter of routing your audio, and it's just awesome. Also, for the IFB feature, if you want to keep the audio on all the time, because usually you have to kind of press the microphone and kind of make sure that you keep holding the microphone icon to be able to talk. When you release, you can't talk. I mean, they're not gonna be able to hear you. But if you click to this lock icon, you're gonna be able to keep talking to them like non-stop, kind of continuously, right? So that would be something that you have to choose depending on your situation. Also, as I mentioned, if you see, we have an output that was created. I think I already mentioned it, but if you wanted, let's say if this was attached to output 1 or whatever output, as you can see, I have this. If I click to it, okay, again, you can name this output, you can name it whatever you want, and then you can choose it, make it a designated output. And then if you want to send this, you can copy the unique ID. If you want to send this to Omnistream recipient, for the purpose of doing like SDI out, that's possible as well. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. All you gotta do, just rename it, make it designated output, and then you can, just click get the link and then be able to send that to Omnistream recipient and potentially do the SDI out. Again, if you don't know how to do that, I have a video that I made. I'm gonna link it down below, so to make sure you can actually understand how the whole thing works. Also, before we end the video, guys, I just want to show you something new that we have in the dashboard. As you can see, if you click to this icon here, we have added, of course, you have an option to log out of your dashboard, but you also have this icon if you want to connect with us, either via social media or our website. As you can see, you have this icon for the website, Facebook, YouTube, to see all the tutorials and videos, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter or X, and of course TikTok. So if I go here, let's say I give you an example. If I want to go to YouTube, if I click to that icon, as you can see, it's gonna take me to YouTube. I can go back. If I want to go to Omnistream website, if I click to that link, as you can see, it's gonna take me to Omnistream website. So just wanted to show you that, guys, because it's something new in the dashboard. But other than that, guys, if you have questions about this feature, please let me know down below. We'll be more than happy to actually help you out as usual. Also, let us know if you have started using it. If you have any feedback, anything that you would want us to improve, let us know down below in the comment section. But until then, I'm just gonna show you how you gonna end the stream, of course, because you can't keep your guests on forever. So what you gotta do, really, it's actually easy once you're done. So either you can do it on your side, or the guest can do it on their side. So let's go ahead and actually do it on the guest side. So what they gotta do is, really, as you can see, this is the guest camera. All they gotta do is to hit this red button just to stop the streaming. And as you can see, I'm just gonna go ahead and click to it. And as you can see, it's gonna say, thank you for being a guest of Omnistream. Your session is now completed, and you'll be automatically logged out in 6 seconds. So you can actually either click log out, or Omnistream is gonna log you out automatically anyway. So, and boom, that's it, the session is done. Now if I go back to dashboard, as you can see, the feed has disappeared. And also, as you can see, I had 91 when we started the video. If you remember, now I have 90 guest invitations remaining, because I will just use the one. So of course, as you continue to use them, the number is gonna keep getting low. But again, as I mentioned, if you need more, or if you run out, of course, you're gonna be able to purchase more guest invitations through Omnistream website. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to know more details on how the dashboard works, or if you want to know more about getting SDI out through Omnistream recipient, I'm gonna make sure I leave all those videos down below, as I promised, and I'm gonna link them somewhere here. So make sure you check them out. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.